Many of us probably first heard about Habitat for Humanity when President Jimmy Carter volunteered his time to build or repair homes for needy families. Well, the organization is still going strong, and Greater Springfield Habitat for Humanity Executive Director Jenn Schimmel and their board president Walt Tomala stopped by to tell us about the work Habitat is doing right here.
We're so excited about this initiative. One of the things about Habitat, and especially with my time with the affiliate, is everyone always talked about how many houses are you going to build. And at the end of the day, for our affiliate, it's not about how many houses will we build, how many families will we serve? How many families will we offer the opportunity to either build their home and purchase their home with us, or to be able to work on their home to preserve it for future use? So really, when we look at 30 and 3, it's a way for us to engage more families to improve the quality of life in our community and help them engage in a way that they can do that for themselves. So we're really excited about it.
I want to talk more about that and some of the things associated with it. But Walt Tomala, you're the board president for Greater Springfield Habitat for Humanity. We mentioned you are in the construction business yourself, and it seems like that's kind of taking what you do all day, every day, into your private life, your time to relax or just be yourself. And it seems like a perfect marriage, and in other ways, just kind of continuing and not getting a break at all. It's an interesting combo.
It's fantastic, actually. I mean, we can have a break later on in life. You know what? This is a great opportunity, and it is a perfect fit. You know, it's a perfect marriage and blend of what we do all day long, but being able to bring it and serve families and help the community out is absolutely fantastic. So my entire team really enjoys our time with Habitat.
I got to ask you, what got you interested? What got you involved? What attracted you to Habitat?
You know what? It was this lady right here to my left. It was a point in time where we had finished up a couple charities and sat on a couple boards, and we were looking for something new. And I was the president of the local home builders association. Mm-hmm. And Jen reached out and said, "I need a favor." And I said, "Absolutely. What? You know, we usually donate a roof or siding or something that, you know, volunteers generally can't do easily and safely." So she's like, "I just need you to build me a house."
No big deal, huh?
You could have knocked me over. I was like, "Wow, really?"
Well, if you're gonna ask big.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Exactly.
And ever since, it's been go big or go home with us. So it's been fantastic, you know. And that's how I got involved. It's been great.
Jenn Schimmel, you also have coming up in April the opening of a Restore, as you call it, in Westfield,
yes,
where Walt's based. And Restore is such a fascinating idea. Basically, it's a next to new shop, if you will. Folks can donate all kinds of household things.
Absolutely.
And then the proceeds from those sales go to keep Habitat going in a way and supporting what you do.
Absolutely. So, well, one of the things that you should know is obviously Restore is reduce, reuse, recycle. And the green initiative is very important by all means. But I think bigger than that for us is really continuing to serve more families. So it's a way for us to continue to serve more families, ideally bring in enough profits that we can build at least one house each year in addition, but also a way to serve the community more because there's an opportunity to come in and purchase materials at a reduced cost. There's an amazing amount of families in this community that can be served in a variety of ways, and it's another way for us to do that and to be a little bit more entrepreneurial and be working towards our own success, making sure that we're sustainable as an organization because housing is an important part of our community.
I mean, let's talk about that because folks come in, make donations. You're already operating for donations, right? Even though the store's not open.
We're accepting donations currently on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Okay. At your location, you're on Main Street.
Yep,
right?
301 East Main Street in Westfield. It used to be Grossman's Bargain, so most people know that location, so it's easy to remember.
Yeah, that's good, right in the middle of a lot of strip mall stores, so it's a busy place, attract a lot of attention. But basically, folks can come in and find all kinds of household goods, materials, items, really discounted.
Absolutely.
And a huge amount of the money then goes right back into Habitat.
Absolutely. That's exactly the premises of it. And we're really looking for hard goods. So there'll be some building materials, things of that nature, but we really are looking for things like dining room sets, living room sets, things of that nature as well, flooring, ways that people can improve their own homes as well. So it's kind of that home improvement industry, which makes a lot of sense for Habitat. There's a lot of synergy to that.
Well, let me ask you, when it comes to what Habitat does, volunteers are critical because obviously that's who does an awful lot of the work. But even more important in some ways, and I didn't say that right, but very important crew leaders. I'm guessing that's where you and guys in your business and your crew comes in sometimes because you can't just take the average person who may say, I would love to help out, but I'm not really sure which end of the hammer hits the nail, you know what I mean? There's a lot of us around like that. You got to have somebody who knows their stuff running the crew.
You most certainly do. And that was the tail end of the piece that Jen left out when she did her initial ask. And when we came back to the table and said, yeah, she's like, oh, by the way, you got to work on Saturdays with volunteers. And I thought, wow, that's fantastic. But wait, what do these volunteers know? What are their skill sets? And she's like, you'll show them. Like, all right, fantastic. But you know what? That's such a great piece of it, because these volunteers are amazing to work with. My team, we took a project manager and each of us rotated a Saturday to make sure that we all got the experience to be out there working with these folks and to connect with them, and not just them, but the homeowners that come out and put their time and sweat and energy into building that house. Is something that just re-energized every single one of my crew and my team, because you get to be with people that could have whatever they wanted to do that day, and they choose to be with Habitat. They choose to be helping somebody build a house. There's not too much more meaningful in my end of the world than that right there. So it's great. It's a great experience for not only us doing the supervising and the leading and teaching, but also for those volunteers and the families.
Tell me about, as well as I looked at your website and got some information, program. I just love this name, A Brush with Kindness.
Oh, it's a great name, isn't it?
Yeah.
So A Brush with Kindness is awesome. It's actually new programming for us and really plays into this 30 and 3. So traditionally we've built houses from the ground up, or we've rehabbed a few houses along the way for families to build and purchase with us. A Brush with Kindness gives us the opportunity to help families with critical repair projects or curb appeal projects. So in a neighborhood where there's that tipping point where maybe there's some overgrowth, or maybe it's an elderly couple who just doesn't have the ability to get out and maintain their yard anymore, it's a chance for us to come out with some volunteers and help kind of spread that kindness, a quick fix here or there to really help them change that, but keep that neighborhood stabilized. That's really important, and I love the name. A Brush with Kindness just speaks volumes.
Well, Tomala, I got to ask you, for you and your guys, guys in the construction trade, it's a tough business. I don't have to tell you. And you work hard and you work long, and yet you're coming out now on what would be off time, putting in. What's the satisfaction like?
It's, you know what, we could have 4 hours of conversation on what that's like, but to get to the gist of it, it's when you walk away at the end of the day and you can look at something you've finished. You take a lot of pride in it on our everyday activities in the construction field, but when you're able to walk away as a group and look at it, and then you see all these people talking and saying, my God, just how great of a day and an experience they had. The satisfaction of walking over and giving that homeowner a hug at the end of the day and a pat on the back and telling him they did such a good job. And it was amazing to see somebody who had no clue what to do with insulation, but it's all up in the walls, it's all done right, and our HERS rater's like, thumbs up, it's a fantastic job. I mean, that's what it's all about. That is just amazing.
Well, Jenn Schimmel, Walt Tomala from Greater Springfield Habitat for Humanity, thanks for what you do for the community, and thanks for coming in and spending some time with us.